live momentarily. And so are we reading tomorrow? Okay, we're online. And so this evening, Khushboo and I are going to read Discourse 12 of the Bhagavad Gita, which is called in one of the translations that I have, The Path of Love, Bhakti Yoga. However, Khushboo tells me that Bhakti actually means what? Actually means commitment or something. So
Devotion, right?
Okay, so all right, and so we're reading from the Bhagavad Gita as translated by Laurie Patton, who is the president of Middlebury College, and this is in the Penguin edition. We're also reading it from the Light Illuminations Bhagavad Gita, translated by Shri Purohit Swami and annotated by Kendra, Crossen, Burroughs. And we're reading from the Bhagavad Gita, the R.K. Sharma version with Carol Pitts and Les Morgan. And so slok 1.
Eva satata yukta ye bhaktasvata paryupasate ye vapayaksharamavyaktah tesha ke yoga vittamaha. Slok 1.
Arjuna said, between the ones who are always joined in yoga and honor you with devotion, and the ones who honor the imperishable one, the one without form, who is the wisest about who. I'm going to read that again, sorry. Between the ones who are always joined to yoga and honor you with devotion, and the ones who honor the imperishable one, the one without form, who is the wisest about yoga? That was the Patton. The prose reads, Arjuna asked, my Lord, which are the better devotees who worship you? Those who try to know you as a personal God, or those who worship you as impersonal and indestructible? Sharma reads, Arjuna said, who has the best knowledge of yoga? Those devotees who are ever joined in worshiping you in manifest form, or rather those who worship the imperishable unmanifest? And there's a footnote. God can be worshipped as a manifested being or as unmanifested. Is it better to worship God as impersonal and unmanifested, or as manifested, as a manifested personal being? Slok 2.
Nyayaveshya mano yema nityayukta upasate shraddhayat paryektaste me yuktaka tama mata. Slok 2.
The Blessed One said, those who are eternally joined to yoga and who honor me with the mind fixed on me and gifted with the highest trust, I think of them as the most joined to yoga. The prose reads, those who keep their minds fixed on me, who worship me always with unwavering faith and concentration, these are the very best. And Sharma reads, the Blessed Lord said, those who focusing their minds on me, ever joined in worshiping me, endowed with supreme faith, they are considered by me to be the best yogins. Slok 3. Oh, it's slok 3 and 4 together.
Ye tvakshara-mani nirdeshya mavyatakaha paryupasate sarvatragamachinyatyaha cha kutastha machalah dhruvama sanniyamye yendriyagramah sarvatra samabuddhiyah te prapnuvanti mameva sarvabhutahi te rataha. Slok 3-4.
But those who honor the imperishable one, who is undefinable and without forms, who pervades all and is beyond thought, unmoving, steady, as if fixed on a mountaintop, and those whose many senses are reined in together with equal insight in all places, and who exult in the good of all beings, also reach me. That was the Patton. The prose reads, those who worship me as the indestructible and undefinable, the unmanifest, the omnipresent, the unthinkable, the primeval, the immutable, and the eternal, subduing their senses, viewing all conditions of life with the same eye, and working for the welfare of all beings, assuredly they come to me. Sharma reads, on the other hand, those who worship the imperishable, inexplicable, unmanifest, omnipresent beyond the reach of the mind, unchangeable, immovable, constant, restraining all the senses, maintaining equanimity everywhere, rejoicing in the welfare of all beings, they also attain me. Slok 5.
1 second. क्लेशोदधि कत रस्ते क्षामव्यकटा सक्त चेतसाम अव्यक्तका हि गर्ति दुःखः देवभिर्वाप्यते. Slok 5.
The Patton reads, the man of those whose thought focus, I'm sorry, I misread that. The pain of those whose thought focuses on the one without form is greater. The goal of the one without form is hard to reach for those with bodies. The prose reads, but they who thus fix their attention on the absolute and impersonal encounter great hardships, for it is difficult for those who possess a body to realize me as without one. And there's a footnote here, a couple footnotes. There's a statement An intense search after one's own reality is bhakti, according to Shankara. And then there's another footnote. Professor Edgerton thinks that the Gita recommends the easy way to salvation in order to appeal to the masses. Meyer Baba suggests a deeper reason why love for the personal aspect of God is less difficult than worship of the Absolute. There is no sense of effort because it is spontaneous, but surrendering one's actions to God out of love is not simple, for love cannot be born of mere determination through the exercise of will. One can at best be dutiful. One may, through struggle and effort, succeed in securing that his external action is in conformity with his conception of what is right, but such action is spiritually barren because it lacks the inward beauty of spontaneous love. Action, therefore, must be based on the best intuitions of the heart. Sharma reads, there is more difficulty for those whose minds are directed toward the unmanifest because an unmanifest goal is hard to attain for embodied souls. Slokas 6 and 7 are together.
ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि यमि सन्न्यस्य मत्पराः अनन्येनैव योगेन मा ध्यायत्य उपासते तेषामः सर्वोद्धता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मयायवेशितचेतसाम्. Luke 6 and 7.
The Patton reads, but those who give up all actions to me, who hold me as highest, and with yoga where the goal is clear and pure concentration, they honor me. Son of Prita, for those whose thoughts have entered into me, I will very soon become their uplifter from the ocean of death and rebirth. Prose reads, verily, those who surrender their actions to me, who muse on me, worship me, and meditate on me alone, with no thought save of me, O Arjuna, I rescue them quickly from the ocean of life and death, for their minds are fixed on me. And there's a footnote. What man would not feel afraid in an ocean? What man would not feel afraid in an ocean? It is no wonder then that my devotees should feel overcome with fear, O Arjuna. This is why I have become incarnate and come quickly to them. Those who were unattached, I told to meditate on me. To those with families, I recommended the repetition of my names. With my many names as boats in the ocean of worldly life, I've become the ferryman. With my love bound to them like a safety raft, I have led them to the other shore of liberation. That's from Janana Deva. The Sharma reads, on the other hand, those who serve me, surrendering all actions to me, intent on me, meditating on me alone, with single-minded practice, for those whose minds abide in me, I am the savior from the ocean of worldly mortality, without delay, O son of Prita. Sloka 8.
न्ययेव मन आधत्स्व मयि बुद्धिन्द निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मययेव अत उद्धर्व न संशयः. Slok 8.
The Patton reads, place your mind on me alone. Let your power of insight enter into me. Then doubtless from now on you will abide in me. Prose reads, then let your mind cling only to me. Let your intellect abide in me, and without doubt you will live thereafter in me alone. The Sharma reads, fix your mind on me alone. Let your understanding dwell on me. From now on you will dwell in me alone. There is no doubt about it. Slok 9.
अथ चित समाधातु न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छापतु धनञ्जय. Slok 9.
The Patton reads, if you cannot put your thought steadily on me, then you should seek to reach me through the practice of yoga, winner of wealth. The prose reads, but if you cannot fix your mind firmly on me, then, my beloved friend, try to do so by constant practice. There are a couple of footnotes here.
Constant practice of meditation.
Yeah, constant practice. Practice consists in withdrawing the thought from all objects and fixing it again and again on one ideal, according to Nikolananda. And there's also another general statement. When love is deep and intense, it is called bhakti, or devotion. In its initial stages, devotion is expressed through symbol worship, supplication before the deities, reverence and allegiance to the revealed scriptures, or the pursuit of the highest thought, abstract thinking, of the highest through abstract thinking. In its more advanced stages, devotion expresses itself as interest in human welfare and the service of humanity, love and reverence for saints, and allegiance and obedience to a spiritual master. Love for a living perfect master is a unique stage of devotion, for it eventually gets transformed into parabhakti, or divine love, according to Meyer Baba. The Sharma reads, O winner of wealth, if you are not able to focus your mind on me steadily, then seek to attain me by the yoga of habitual practice. Slok 10.
One second. अभ्यासेदप्यसमर्थोदति मत्कर्मर्परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्व निषधीम वाप्यस्य यस्ससि. Slok 10.
The Patton reads, If you are not able even to practice, then be focused on my work. Also, while doing actions for my sake, you will reach fulfillment. The prose reads, and if you are not strong enough to practice concentration, then devote yourself to my service. Do all your acts for my sake, and you shall still attain the goal. The Sharma reads, even if you are unable to do the yoga of habitual practice, become a doer of actions for my sake alone, though doing actions for me, while doing actions for me in this dedicated spirit, you will attain perfection. Sloka 11.
अथेत दप्यस सतको सतोदसि कर्तु मधोगमा श्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्याग तत करु यतात्मवान्. Slok 11.
The Patton reads, or if you are unable to do even this, take refuge in my power, leaving aside all fruit of action. Act from that place, holding back the self. The prose reads, and if you are too weak even for this, then seek refuge in union with me, and with perfect self-control, renounce the fruit of all your action. The Sharma reads, if you are unable to do even this, take refuge in my yoga, then relinquish the fruits of all actions with self-control. Slok 12.
श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासाञ्जज्ञा नादध्ययन विशिष्यतः ध्यानात्मक मर्फल त्यागस्त्यागा चछनिन्तरन्तरमः. Slok 12.
The Patton reads, wisdom is better than practice, and focused mind is better than wisdom. Letting go of the fruit of action is better than focused mind. From letting go, peace soon comes. The prose reads, knowledge is superior to blind action, meditation to mere knowledge, renunciation of the fruit of action to meditation, and where there is renunciation, peace will follow. The Sharma reads, truly knowledge is better than practice. Meditation is better than knowledge. Relinquishment of the fruits of action is better than meditation. Peace comes soon after relinquishment. Slok 13.
Thirteen and 14 are together.
Okay.
Adeshta sarvabhutana mitra karuna eva cha nirmamu nirahakadara samadukha sukha kshami santushta Satatah yogi yatatma drati nishchayah vyayarpitamanu buddhino bhaktarta sa me priyah. Slok 13 and 14.
Patton reads, one who has no hatred for any being, a compassionate friend without the sense of mine, without making an I, one who is patient, for whom pain and pleasure are the same. That practitioner of yoga who is always content, whose self is controlled, and whose resolve is firm, whose power of insight and mind are fixed on me, who is devoted to me, that one is dear to me. The prose reads, he who is incapable of hatred toward any being, who is kind and compassionate, free from selfishness, without pride, equable in pleasure and in pain, and forgiving, always contented, self-centered, self-controlled, resolute, with mind and reason dedicated to me, such a devotee of mine is my beloved. There's a footnote. Self-centered, that is, centered in the self. In the balance of his heart, the individual self and the supreme are seated together in splendor, according to Janya Deva. Sorry, a lot of page turning going on here. Okay. The Sharma reads, always contented, a practitioner with self-control, with firm determination, with the mind and intellect focused on me, that person, my devotee, is dear to me. Slok 15.
Yasmannanu dirjate loko lokanannu dirjate cha yah harsha marsha bhayo dege mruktako yah sa cha me priyah. Slok 15.
The one in whose presence the world does not tremble, and who does not tremble in the presence of the world, who is free from pleasure and impatience, fear and anxiety, is also dear to me. That was the Patton. The prose reads, he who does not harm the world, and whom the world cannot harm, who is not carried away by any impulse of joy, anger, or fear, such a one is my beloved. And there's a footnote. He who does not harm the world, and whom the world cannot harm. Sargent translates this as, he from whom the world does not shrink, and who does not shrink from the world. Sharma reads, one with whom the world does not get upset and who does not get upset with the world, one who is free from exhilaration, intolerance, fear, and agitation, that person is dear to me. Slok 16.
I just want to add this is the fundamental Gandhian ethos of non-violence. It's a base. This particular slok is the base of the action. It's like you don't harm, but you are powerful enough who can harm. You are not vulnerable.
Right.
Yeah. अनपेक्षः शुचिदर्शक उदासीनो गतव्यर्थः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मर्दतकः समे प्रियः. Book 16.
The Patton reads, the one who is able, pure, and impartial, who sits apart, whose anxiety is gone, who leaves off all endeavors, who is devoted to me, is dear to me. The prose reads, he who expects nothing, who is pure, watchful, indifferent, unruffled, and who renounces all initiative, such a one is my beloved. There's a footnote. Renounce all initiative. Quote, he habitually renounces all actions calculated to secure the objects of enjoyment, whether of this world or of the next. He has abandoned all egoistic, personal, mental initiative in all actions, mental and physical. He has merged his will in the cosmic will. He allows the divine will to work through him, according to Shivananda. The Patton reads, one who is without expectations, pure, skillful in action, neutral, free from worries, relinquishing all selfish undertakings, and devoted to me, that person is dear to me. Slok 17.
यो न हर्षति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न केन्दक्षणति शुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान्यः स मे प्रियः. Slok 17.
The one who neither rejoices nor resents, neither sorrows nor lusts, letting go of states both happy and unhappy, filled with devotion, is dear to me. That was the Patton. The prose reads, he who is beyond joy and hate, who neither laments nor desires, to whom good and evil fortunes are the same, such a one is my beloved. And the Sharma reads, one who is not exhilarated, has no ill will, who neither grieves nor has passionate desires, one who relinquishes judgments between good and evil, who is full of devotion, that person is dear to me. And the next two are together, 18 and 19.
तम शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्ण सुखदुःखेषु समः सद्य विवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दास्तु स्थिरमौनी संतुष्टो येन के नचित्त अनिकेत स्थिरमर्ति भक्ति मान्य में प्रियो नरः. So 18 and 19.
The Patton reads, the one for whom enemy and friend, honor and infamy, cold and heat, pleasure and pain are the same, who has moved away from clinging, the one for whom curse and praise are equal, who keeps silent, content with whatever comes his way, without home, with steady mind, full of devotion. That one is dear to me. The prose reads, he to whom friend and foe alike, who welcome equally honor and dishonor, heat and cold, pleasure and pain, who is enamored of nothing, who is indifferent to praise and censure, who enjoys silence, who is contented with every fate, who has no fixed abode, who is steadfast in mind and filled with devotion, such a one is my beloved. There's a footnote which says, no fixed abode. Quote, when the chrysalis is broken, the butterfly goes out freely to enjoy the sunshine and flowers. So when the sense of individuality is merged in the infinite consciousness of the Lord, symbolized by Shri Krishna or Rama, that higher consciousness of freedom and detachment blossoms forth, and the whole world becomes a home up to the devotee, according to Shri. And the Sharma reads, a person who is the same to an enemy and a friend, and likewise to honor and dishonor, to cold and heat, pleasure and pain, who maintains equanimity, is free from attachment. The same in censure and praise, able to remain silent, contented with anything, not attached to home, with stable mind, full of devotion. That person is dear to me. Slok 20.
ये तु धम्यामृतमिद यथोक्तकः पर्युपासते श्रद्धाना मत्परमा भक्ता तेदतीव मे प्रियाः. Slok 20.
The Patton reads, those who honor that nectar of Dharma, spoken in this way, holding trust, holding me as highest, devoted to me, are very dear to me. The prose reads, verily those who love the spiritual wisdom as I have taught, whose faith never fails and who concentrates their whole nature on me, they indeed are my most beloved. There's several footnotes. My most beloved, God loves all beings equally, according to Discourse 9, verse 29. But as Aurobindo says, there is also a personal relation of the divine to the human being in which he especially close to the in which he is especially close to the person whom comes near to him. And then there's two other comments. A true devotee loves the Lord for love's sake. This is no bargaining or shopkeeping in his love. He does not even seek liberation, though. In spite of himself, he becomes liberated. And that was Swami Prabhavananda, another interpretation. Anyone who has perceived the self through the intellect cannot help adoring the self. Therefore, the yoga of bhakti, or devotion, is not incompatible with the yoga of intellect. Sharma reads, but those who are devoted to this immortal rightful path told here, full of faith, intent on me as the supreme, those devotees, are exceedingly dear to me. And there's a colophon. Here ends the 12th chapter, named The Yoga of Devotion in the Upanishads, sung by Lord Shri Krishna in the dialogue between Shri Krishna and Arjuna in the scripture of yoga pertaining to knowledge about Brahman. So tomorrow, or our next time, we will be reading Discourse 13, which is entitled Matter and Spirit. Okay, there's a whole diagram here about the 24 principles of nature according to the Samkhya philosophy. So I'll have to do a scan or something on that so that we can share it. So anyway, thank you very much, Khushboo, and have a wonderful day. We've had a good following today on YouTube. Miles is here. Dan Pohl is here. We have a new follower named Steve Hay is here, and they're having a good conversation about it on the YouTube channel. So, and Dan is in Ontario. That's right.
Good, very good.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much, and we'll terminate for tonight. And are you available tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to get a nap during the day because it's now 11:40 and I have to be up at 5:30 to go food shopping. Thank you to the coronavirus. So, and our friends on YouTube are all sharing the fact that they're all Canadians. That's very interesting.
Oh, I want to shift to Canada.
You want to shift
from
to
a
Canada?
very, very long time. Yes.
Okay. Well, you and I can talk about that tomorrow.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Peace. Take care.
Peace. Yeah.